Now let me read you the second verse, okay? The second verse that I want to read is from the book of Acts, and we just finished the book of Acts, but I want to go back all the way to chapter 1, and read verse 8. Another life verse, because it's a commission from Jesus, as is Matthew 28, 19 and 20. But here's how Luke records. Remember, Acts is the sequel to the Gospel of Luke. Luke wrote this, and so here's what he said. But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and to the ends of the earth. Now, these are some of the last words that Jesus spoke to his disciples as recorded by Luke. Now, last words are lasting words, right? I mean, think about it. If the words you're speaking to your family, to your children, to your mom, dad, whomever, your friends, tight friends, the words you're speaking are your last words, and you know it. Man, these are some of the last words I want to speak. You're going to make them count. I mean, you're not going to, fiddle around with those words. You're not going to waste words. I want you to know this. That's what Jesus is doing. Jesus is about to jet back to heaven. He's about to be with the Father where he is by the side of the Father at the right hand where he is at this moment. He has lived. He spent 3 years with these guys. He was murdered on the cross, came back from the dead. He spent 40 days pouring into them. He's about to jet back to heaven. And before he leaves, these are some of my last words. And he says, listen, you're going to receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you. Now, that's a caveat that we need to get. The Holy Spirit, at that point, why did he say when the Holy Spirit? These were his followers. We said that because if you'll remember, since Adam and Eve, sin in the world, Habakkuk says that God cannot be in the presence of sin. God's pure, holy, righteous, and so he cannot even look upon sin. And so therefore, even Moses loved God, ran hard after God. His sin had not yet been atoned for, right? And until Jesus. And so the Holy Spirit came upon Moses. The Holy Spirit came upon Jeremiah. The Holy Spirit came upon people, but he didn't really take up residence in their life because their sin had not been atoned for until Jesus' atoning sacrifice on the cross. So now Jesus' his atoning work has been done on the cross. He has come back from the grave, been spending 40 days. He is physically with them now. He's about to jet back, and now the Holy Spirit's going to come. Today, the moment you are redeemed, the moment you cross the line of faith, the moment you surrender to Jesus, the Holy Spirit invades your soul. All right? So when I was redeemed, the Holy Spirit invaded my soul. Right? And so Jesus said, when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, he said, why you will receive power. Now, why do we receive that power? That's important because many people are so confused in our world about why we receive this power. I mean, we see so many abuses and misuses and just warped theology and bad thinking about why we receive the power of the Holy Spirit.